but nobody else gets all crazy like him and goes off the fucking rails like that. Like
He's
they'll
red
have
blooded. He's got passion. I'm a man. That's
Red blooded.
bone broth.
Now, they'll tell you that bone broth isn't a good thing to drink 24/7. I tell you they're wrong. These are the same people putting fluoride in your water, chemtrails in your air, and you're going to trust them over me. Absolutely laughable. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon.
You really do the voice well. Like, if I close my eyes, it's Alex Jones is whispering sweet nothing.
She's a telepathic vampire. Isn't that what he said? A telepathic space vampire, soul-sucking vampire or something?
The lizard people actually exist. And you're just like, where did we jump to this point? Like, how did we get here?
What if there are lizard people?
And we're live.
They are
Such
turning
a kick
frogs
out of
gay.
him. They do turn frogs into like hermaphrodites. Yeah, it does have like a weird effect on amphibians.
Or like asexual type. Yeah, no, you were right. Hermaphrodite's the right word. Yeah. Well, you know what? Good for the frogs.
Yeah.
Think of how progressive they are.
All right.
You know?
The frog colony down there is probably like, oh shit, I got a dick. Like, okay, yeah. Let's move forward, guys, together.
How shitty are we gonna feel if like they have one of those freedom of information things come out in like 10 years and like 95% of the shit Alex Jones rants about is true? We find out that there is a fluoride program to turn humans into homosexuals, and they did like and what else has he come up with? All of it Sandy Hook never happened. That was Jewish actors, as he put it. Like all of the shootings are false flags. My mind's gonna explode if it turned out that Alex Jones is the voice of reason.
Well, you know the fluoride stuff, because I was on well water, so they actually gave me fluoride tablets. I'd take one a night, and so that whole thing, is interesting to me because I only suck a little bit of dick.
Yeah.
So like, he probably didn't do a good enough job if they were really going for it. But
You started noticing like a neo vagina cavity opening up.
No,
you know,
it was just I would be eating them, and then all of a sudden, like, I'd wake up with a dick in my mouth, and I'm like, how'd I get here? It was a fluoride.
Oh God.
And the last thing this poor young man remembered was eating this government-approved bowl of fluoride tablets. Woke up with a dick in his mouth. I shit you not. Shit you not. Yeah.
Yeah, but that would be funny, Kyle, if like the chemtrails thing ended up being real, where all these like farmers who are just trying to, put insecticide on their crops, they're actual like evil conspirators in the Jewish collaboration with Israel. And if you just put Jewish and Israel in enough in a sentence, it starts to become a little Alex Jonesy.
I would be more impressed with all this coming to light that like it managed to stay so under the radar that Alex Jones was like had the in, like he was just so batshit crazy. They're like, they probably won't believe him, but like, who keeps feeding Alex this info? Like, where's Alex getting this info?
There's a deep throat type character somewhere who's actually feeding Alex Jones top secret, behind the veil kind of information about the reptilian overlords and the elephant cabal and all that stuff. The New World Order, the whole thing's true. The chemtrails poisoning our children, turning them into homosexuals and liberals, and it's all real. It's
the G's. Yeah.
One of my favorite Alex Jones things is he was talking about some like supplement that he had started taking for weight loss. And it's like he's like, here's a picture of me before I took the supplements, and look at me now. And it's juxtaposed. It's the exact same. It looks like he got really sunburned on the new photo.
Yeah.
Like exactly the same. He's like, I feel great. I look great. I'm great.
I feel great. I'm redder than I've ever been before.
I'm glowing. Do you see me? I'm glowing.
That's because of what's called blood efficiency.
Like, he looks significantly worse.
To his body type, he looks like a very thick guy.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have a standard fat guy look.
No, I don't think he's. I wouldn't
he
call
looks
him
like
fat.
a strong guy.
He looks very stout. He's not a traditional body type, but he seems to be barrel chested and thick bodied, and like he doesn't look bad. Is what I'm saying.
He looks like
George
Costanza in George Costanza.
That guy could kick the shit out of George Costanza.
I'm just saying same body type, except Alex Jones is broader on the top and more muscular.
Stocky.
His fighting technique involves just hugging whatever he's fighting. Just
I crush you.
Prolonged period, just
I crush you like a bug.
Yeah.
You get those big arms around you and start whispering in your ear about caveman supplements, and the next thing you know,
I got 40 ounces of bone broth deep in my belly right now. You think you're gonna take me down? You got another thing coming.
You smell that bomb. He'd be whispering that propaganda in your ear, and you just smell that bone broth on his breath the whole time.
Bad breath was actually used by the Japanese to fight their opponents in sumo wrestling, especially. I use the same in my training.
Something. So eat all the salt you want.
That's true. I heard that from Kyle. I trust him.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, salt's not bad for you. That's like a myth. Yeah, by Big Sugar. They want to keep salt down.
They
And
ate a lot of salt.
Yeah, they propagate that anti-salt propaganda. That's coming.
Started in the early 1900s. The Big Sugar came out and said that salt is bad for you.
They're trying to keep our cholesterol high. I mean, low. I don't know how it works.
They try and tell you there are two different kinds of cholesterol. Not true. There's one kind of cholesterol. It makes you red. If you're healthy, I'm healthy as can be. Look at the size of my neck. Does this not look like a healthy human being? You could not get Brock Lesnar's hands wrapped around this neck if you tried. Yeah.
When do you know a tomato's ripe? Is it green? No, it's red. I'm red. I'm a tomato. I'm ripe. I'm a human. I'm a man.
I'm a human. I'm a fighter. And this is
That guy's a travesty of a fucking human being.
Dude,
you realize he's got like 15 million weekly listeners?
Yes.
That guy's he's got a gigantic following of people who either A, buy into that, or B, think it's hilarious. I don't know which. I don't know what the ratio.
Whether or not it's hilarious.
Like, it's funny. His rants, like, I've never watched his show for real, but all the compilations, I feel like that gives me a pretty good, and like clips of it. Like, I feel like I get a pretty good idea of what it is. You know, really the only time I watch him is when I'm trying to figure out how to imitate his voice.
No one else is like that. No one else gets crazy like that. Like, I watch Rush Limbaugh or listen to him. I listen to Sean Hannity and Mark Levin and all those conservative guys, along with a bunch of liberal guys as well. I like to get a nice mixture of opinions. It's almost all bullshit. But nobody else gets all crazy like him and goes off the fucking rails like that. Like,
he's red-blooded. He's got it. He's got passion. I'm a man.
It's red-blooded.
Bone broth.
Now, they'll tell you that bone broth isn't a good thing to drink 24/7. I tell you they're wrong. These are the same people putting fluoride in your water, chemtrails in your air, and you're going to trust them over me. Absolutely laughable. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon.
You really do the voice well. Like, if I close my eyes, it's Alex Jones is whispering sweet nothing.
She's a telepathic vampire. Isn't that what he said? A telepathic space vampire, soul-sucking vampire or something?
The lizard people actually exist. And you're just like, where did we jump to this point? Like, how did we get here?
What if there are lizard people? I always say that. Like
they got
we
two
joke
sets
about
of eyelids. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I love those clips of, like, I saw one of Hillary drinking water, and you know how, like, when you tilt a glass of water, like, light will refract in it.
right.
Basically, as she turns it to her lips, it appears, although clearly it doesn't, it's not happening, that she is expelling like green eggs into the water or something. Like green orbs are coming out, but really it's like a reflection of like a green trash can or something. And as she flicks the glass up, it's quickly being refracted and then not. But they like play it in slow motion over and over, and then make her double eyelids blink, and you're like, oh shit, honey, get over here. Oh my God, you like pull that rebel flag blanket a little tighter around yourself because you're scared. Like, his show is pure propaganda some of the time, but then he mixes in some actual facts, and he mixes in stuff that's real, and it's a little dangerous. He could really do some damage, I fear. Like,
I mean, he is doing damage, but
What did you just link here?
I just like, all right, this is a meme video, but it has Alex Jones just going full Alex Jones. So maybe, I don't know if this is like kosher to play. I mean, it's fine, but like, if we want to cue this one up.
Yeah, let's watch this.
All right. It is safe.
Checking.
It is safe.
It's safe. No nudity.
It is. All right. Count it.
3, 2, 1, play. Alex Coon.
Alex Coon.
You can hear him screaming.
You can hear him.
Get away from me, racist!
Oh, too much caveman. He's had too much caveman. That's what happens when you drink too much bone broth.
It's just like
you go full caveman. That's what's happening.
I love his face. I look at him and I'm just like, this is a man looking for an exit. Like this guy needs to exit everything. Life, this room, like it's just
when he rips his shirt off like that, I can only imagine that like he's performing. I know he's performing.
Of course
he's
he
putting
is.
have to.
That's got to be like he wants to take that shirt off. Like I think he thinks he looks very good to be, especially to be like his body type and his age, and he likes showing that off because he takes his shirt off far often.
He definitely is feeling himself. How old is he, Taylor?
He is 43 years old.
What? He looks at least 52. Like 52 is like the bottom.
Well, in olden days, Tucker, people actually aged faster. That's the natural way that people are meant to age. When you drink bone broth, it actually accelerates your aging, and you hit your peak. Your peak. Lots of people believe your peak's late 20s. Real peak, right human peak. Human peak is late 40s. Reason being is that people who survive that long are strong. They're thick. They're red. They're red people. You know.
It's because he's not chock full of preservatives. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan is 50. You look at Alex Jones and Joe Rogan next to each other. Which one are you going to think is healthier and more on track to not die?
Well, I mean, Rogan is on, TRT. He takes a lot of things. He's a fitness nut.
Alex is on his fucking bone broth and his survival kit. I'm on survival rations.
Rogan's eating like nothing but like elk steaks and good shit. Like no chemicals are going into him except for the mind altering kind, and
they're friends.
Yeah,
like
well,
Rogan and Alex Jones. Rogan always says he's friends with him. Like when I listened to that podcast when they were together, and it was funny. It was off the wall and weird. And the more like buzzed or high or drunk, whatever they were doing in Rogan's studio, the more messed up Alex Jones got. Like the more it became like, I don't know, like if someone's ranting about a crazy conspiracy theory and they're stone sober, and it's not as believable as like when he's doing it clearly a little messed up.
But that's what I'm saying. Alex Jones, while actually having a negative impact on the world in his serious like thing,
debatable,
right? He's like the type of guy that I would love to sit down in my own personal area and get him fucking blasted, just so all the 9 other people could just be crying at all the shit he's coming at. He's like, but have you heard about the doctors and what they're doing to us? It's like, no, Alex, what are they doing to us? What are the doctors doing?
I ordered 4 fetus heads off the internet and I received them. I can't show them to you. That's illegal. But I rest assured they arrived. They arrived at my place of residence. It's like, settle down, Alex.
It's like, yeah, you got him from a scientific sample thing. He's like, I ordered them online. You can't explain. That's not legal. It's like, probably legal.
I feel like he's just an old WWF wrestler. Like he's got the voice. He's
like
got
Macho Randy Savage.
Yeah.
The cream rises to the top.
Oh yeah. What you want is a little bit of bone broth. Yeah. Like the Macho Man Randy Savage was so fucking entertaining. The Hulk Hogan, he'd go out there and start talking about what it was, the 24-inch pythons. Yeah. And like that was good shit. Like